So I've had aftermarket wheels for the Supra for a long time now, but I wanted to make sure we dial in at the right height first before we put on wheels. That's always my motto. Suspension first, then the wheels, because wheels without suspension, not too good. And let's be honest, to most car enthusiasts, wheels is probably one of the most exciting mods you can get for your car. So today we're finally gonna get to it. I'm no surprise I went with Titan 7. They've been a huge supporter of the channel for some time now. I rock their wheels for the E90, 335, and the E46 M3. So let's see what we got for the Supra. Suspenseful. Okay. Ta-da! So this is like their newest style, T-D6. Supposed to be like a JDM look wheel. I think they first introduced it on JDM cars, like the Supra. Eventually made its way to European cars as well. The color finish is Techna Bronze, which is always a wheel color I've always wanted to get, but I never felt like I had a car that would match very well with this. White on the Supra. I think Techna Bronze, I think it's a very, very good pair. Again, fully forged wheels. I believe the back, this is 19 by 11 with a plus 40 offset. As you guys can see, it also has some details here within the spoke itself. It's like a polished silver look, so it's a two-tone. I think they offer the option where it's completely bronze and then one that has a two-tone like this, which I think makes it stand out. It makes it stand out and definitely gives it like a, I don't know, like a more sophisticated look. Super light, as you can expect from fully forged. I'm actually very curious. Let's go weigh it real quick. 21 pounds, 14 ounces. That's a win. You can either obviously transfer the TPMS from the stock tires over to the new one so the car can monitor that. I'm sure if we use this, we're gonna get a fault, which you can always code out. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, we'll see. Supra comes with 19-inch from factory. I didn't wanna go a size lower. They offer 18-inch. Obviously, if you're gonna make big power, you want more sidewall, put power down. I thought about that, but I also want the Supra to look good. And since we are planning to make big power with the Supra, I think I'm just gonna have an alternative wheel and tire setup. Like if I really need to put power down, but I wanted it to look like a show car and look very, very presentable. With most of my cars, I do small wheels. Well, not small wheels, but like stocks, smallish, so I can add more meat in the back. This time around, I wanted to do bigger wheels, more show-like. So the fronts are 19 by 9.5 plus 34. So significantly less weight than the rear ones, of course. We'll weigh those too. So instead of 21.14, you get 20.14. So about a pound difference. So there's two ways you can rock the wheels, either without the center cap for you race boys, which I'm not. I decided to opt in for center caps. By the way, there's a huge reason why I decided to go with this color. A very big reason, and I'll let you guys know in a future video, so make sure to subscribe. I think you guys are gonna like the idea. Let's go ahead and talk about the tires that I went with, which I'm very excited to talk about because I've never gone this wide on any of my cars. 305, 30, 19, and for the front we have 275, 30, 19. That is a lot of meat. Decided to go with Continental ExtremeContact, which honestly wasn't my first choice. I wanted to get Toyota A88s like I have on the E90 since this car is probably gonna make a lot of power, but they don't offer 275/30. They only offer 275/35. I reached out to Steve at Titan 7 and he said there might be an issue fitting that wide of a tire with the current setup that I have on the Supra. The secondary option were Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's and they weren't in stock. I actually ordered them from Tire Rack and I got an email that they weren't in stock, so I couldn't go with that. And I wanted to get these tires and these wheels mounted, so I went with Continental. Again, this is probably just gonna be a street setup. We'll see how much power it can put down, but I'm sure once I'm getting up to 700, 800 horsepower on the Supra, I'll probably have a secondary setup for that. All right, so the guys next door were nice enough to let us use their tire wheel mounting machine here. We decided not to transfer over the TPMS from the Supra because then we would have to, take those tires, wheels off, unmount the tires, swap it over. We just don't have the time for that today. So I'll just kind of live with not having the monitor through the OEM system on the Supra. It's probably gonna kill this video. Cleaning the wheels before we get it on the Supra, make sure we get all that grease off of it before it stains the tire. We also decided not to balance the tire and wheels just because the machine over there, I didn't really trust too much. It was a little sketch. So what I end up doing is I'll put the wheels on the Supra, and then when we get the car line, we'll go ahead and do the balancing at that point as well. You gotta get low with me, bro. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. And let's be real, these wheels skinny ain't wide enough. Well, last time I left the stickers on the tire, I had a lot of people complaining in the comment section. Why you do that? In Germany, you'll go to jail for doing something like that. You're littering the planet. So here you go.
Why not? That's my question.
I don't know.
Ready, I want to see this.
All right, let's go. Can you tell I'm excited? I've had these wheels here for what, like 3 bumps? Oh, you don't have to film the rest. Anyway, so 275 in the rear just goes to show you how aggressive we're going, because we're going 305 in the back and 275 up front.
Finishing touch?
The finishing touch, you got the words right out of my mouth. I don't know, I kind of dig the no center cap.
No, that looks like caca.
But the inside does look like caca, so
put it on.
yeah, let me put it on.
You?
So they have a newer style of center caps, which I didn't request, but they kind of protrude a little bit. They look more modern. They've been criticized for these center caps in the past. I don't think they look bad. Plus, they kind of blend in, very flush. It's not like a huge branded. And oh yeah. All right, bruh. Put her down. Let's see what it looks like for now. Ooh, damn, F-150 height in the back. Car needs to settle in real quick. Definitely needs more low in the back. It just looks like it's squatting to the left side. I don't know. Anyways, let me go ahead and install the other side and then we'll look again. I'll go ahead and adjust the suspension in the rear because it's definitely sitting a little bit too high. Cool thing about the MSS spring coilover sleeve kit is that you can do that without having to loosen up the control arm. We'll do the same for the other side and I think it'll look good. If you guys didn't watch the video on the suspension for the Supra, I do highly recommend you guys watch that. I'll leave it linked down in the description below. It works on BMWs from like 2012 to 2020. Obviously the A90 Supra and E90 XM3. It's very versatile, allows you to adjust the height, doesn't kill the comfort of the ride, and it doesn't break the bank. So we adjusted the right height on the Supra, and I think I got it where I want it, kind of. But anyways, I'll come back tomorrow, wash the car, and then I'll show you guys exactly what it looks like. These Titan 7 wheels on the Supra are a major win. I love that combination of bronze with the white exterior paint. I think it's one of the best combinations you can get. The red caliper also stands out a lot more than when it used to have the OEM wheels, so I really like it. That white, the bronze, the bright red, I mean, it's beautiful. As you guys can tell, we didn't totally slam it. We can go a little bit lower, but I think this is a good balance between low and practical because the car is extremely low already. As far as the rear, it's kind of questionable. We can go a little bit lower so the fitment's better. But again, we're trying to make this car slightly practical because it's already sitting really low. Plus, I kind of like the rake that it has going on right now. So I might leave it. When we add power to the car, might be a good idea to leave it at the height back there so it can squat a little bit so it can put power down. But here's what the car looks like from the side profile. And it honestly looks like a toy. As far as fitment, you guys can see it goes out to the edge of the fender. I'm not running any spacers. Everybody always likes to ask me that about my other cars. It's called research, and good fitment. We don't run spacers over here. This looks very good, very aggressive, and I think it perfectly suits the Supra. As far as the front fitment, I probably could have got away with the 35 sidewall so I can get the R888s. I was afraid that it wasn't gonna fit based on the recommendation that I got. But anyways, we'll rock this setup. It still looks pretty aggressive. Just gotta get the other exterior upgrades like the front lip, the trunk lip, the rear diffuser. And I think that's gonna finish off the car and make it look really good. I think for the next Supra episode, we're gonna move on to performance, add a bunch of coolant upgrades, get it ready for big power. It's gonna be a fun one. I have a big surprise for the Supra as well. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate it if you guys hit the like button. It really does help out the channel. Like always, thanks for watching. Until next time.